They clearly don't know what the people want. And what the people want is pink and SLGs and no price increases. Hi everyone, it's your girl July, and in today's video I will be going through the leaked photos of the Louis Vuitton Murakami collaboration, this time being the cherry blossom. I have high resolution photos. A lot of the pricing is in euros, so I'm gonna take the time to translate the cost in US dollars and Canadian dollars as well, just so that everybody kind of has a general idea of the price. Louis Vuitton's collaboration with Takashi Murakami has actually been releasing in sequence of my favorite order. So I love the multicolor the best, then the cherry blossom, and the cherry cerise is not really my favorite, but it's still cute. What I love about this collection is that there's going to be a lot of pink, and if you've watched any of my videos or can tell from my backdrop, I love the color pink. I love pink handbags and accessories and clothes and plushies and sneakers. We love pink over here. So, anyway, just like with the previous leak of the multicolor, I got this leak from Matt D as well, so thank you. Starting with the Petite accessoire, they will be releasing it only in the brown monogram colorway with the pink flower design on top of it. Unfortunately, they will not be releasing the Petite accessoire with the fully pink design for this bag, and I think that is such a miss on their part, because I think that everyone would have loved to have a pink, fully pink monogram with the pink cherry blossom Petite accessoire, and they had one in the past, which I'll bring up here, and I think that it was so cute. And yeah, I just don't know why they decided not to do that for the Petite accessoire. I think that the price would have also been a lot more palatable. Like, guys, imagine this, but light pink monogram on a darker pink backdrop, or vice versa, and then some cherry blossoms sprinkled on top. Like, oh my gosh, that would have been so stinking cute. And I personally love the Petite accessoire and this kind of bag shape in general. I think it is a great everyday bag. It fits a lot more than it looks, and it also just is small and doesn't really like get in the way or isn't very bulky, which I love. So that's definitely really disappointing that they're not going to be releasing the fully pink Petite accessoire with the cherry blossom monogram design, but it is what it is. Just like with the multicolor Petite accessoire, I think that they should have gotten rid of the studs and just have a clean piece of leather strip to line the bag. It just kind of adds unnecessary embellishment in my opinion. But anyway, let's move on to the next piece, which is the cherry blossom Nano bucket. And most of these bags have a pink interior lining, which I love. This one comes with the key clay, and allegedly it's not going to be sold separately, which is going to disappoint so many people. I think that's another like L on Louis Vuitton's. Like, what are you doing? Everybody wants the key clay, everyone wants the little knickknacks, the SLGs. A lot of people don't want to commit to like this big, you know, flashy Murakami piece, and the fact that they're not going to be selling the key clay cherry blossom separately from the bucket bag is, oh my god, like why are you doing this? The brown monogram with the cherry blossoms is going to be the only color variation for the Nano bucket. I would have loved if they created a fully pink cherry blossom key clay. Oh my god, that would have been amazing. And I feel like they need to like survey their customers before they do these productions, you know, because they clearly don't know what the people want. And what the people want is pink and SLGs. And no price increases. They have the brown monogram zippy wallet, yeah, moving on. I generally don't love the design of the Capucines, even though they go for exorbitant amounts of money. But with this one, I do like that they added pink crystals on the Louis Vuitton monogram, and that little, well actually it's quite large, the flower cherry blossom looks to be embroidered and very detailed, and I do think that it looks cute. I don't really think that the croc embossed leather or the crocodile leather and the cutesiness of the cherry blossom really goes that well together. For me personally, but let me know what you think down in the comment section below. I would love to know your opinion. Since we talked about that Capucine, let's bring up the other cherry blossom Capucine, which looks to be in a softer leather with a overall pink look, which I like, even though, like I said, Capucines are not really my thing. This one looks to be embellished with three-dimensional embroidery and beads of the cherry blossom in different sizes coming from the bottom of the bag, and I think that's really cute. This is definitely going to be a collector piece that is very sought after. There looks to be a third Capucine bag, which will be a hot pink, and it has a little cherry blossom flower on the handle attachment. So again, very simple, just a little pop of Murakami cherry blossom for those who like to be more understated with their bag designs. Next is the Speedy 25, which will only be released with the brown monogram and the pink cherry blossoms. It's definitely going to be a very highly sought after piece just because the Speedies are generally kind of one of Louis Vuitton's more iconic staple pieces. Then we have the On The Go, very simple, not really my taste. I don't like big structured bags. For me personally, I prefer for a structured bag to be small so it can kind of like stand up on its own, and for a big bag to be more like slouchy, more malleable. You know, you could put it under your arm or like have it on your lap and it kind of collapses. That's just more comfy for me because I don't really want to feel like I'm hauling around a suitcase or luggage, you know, or like a briefcase when I'm, you know, living my life. I am so glad that they brought back the Papillon bag. I think that it is very cool. It's giving a very like tennis vibes. And of course, I love that they have the like a mini Papillon attached to the large one. I think that's adorable, and it's like a great mommy and me bag. Like for somebody who has a daughter, to give her like the smaller one and for her to keep the bigger one. I think that is so stinking cute. And with this one, again, it's gonna be in the brown monogram and the pink cherry blossom design on top of it. I don't see one with fully pink design. I also think the price point for this is a lot friendlier than the other bags, so yay. Now we've got some pink on pink cherry blossom Murakami pieces, and this one I actually remember seeing in a really crappy blurred out leaked photo, and I thought it was so stinking cute, like absolutely adorable. And now that I see the HD photo of it, like a better quality photo, I'm kind of disappointed because I don't love the leather that they chose to make this Alma BB with. I'm not really a fan of that epi leather and that like sort of like pattern that they ingrain on it. It kind of looks like cheap. I don't know why, but it just gives me those vibes. I don't like it. And also like the grooves that it creates on the bag, I just feel like will get more dust inside of it, get more like have more potential to have dirt inside of it. So it's not my thing. However, I do love the way that it looks generally. Like I get that epi leather is probably more durable, but like I don't know. I just prefer a softer leather and one that doesn't feel like plasticky. Next, we have the pink monogram plus pink cherry blossom Noe No BB. And this style bag is not really my cup of tea, but I like that they used a grained leather. And let's also talk about how cute that little tassel is, that metal cherry blossom that the leather pull string is being weaved through. Chef's kiss, so cute. However, bucket bags are not really my thing. I don't really like any bags that have sort of like a large bottom base, because I find that when you put it under your arm or even on your hip, it just like sticks out a lot. And I like bags that aren't really bulky, you know what I mean? So bucket bag looks cute, not for me. Moving on. Next, we have the Epi Leather Marini bag. Similar to the multicolor collection, they kind of are releasing some more understated pieces for people that want to have a little pop of cherry blossom but not be like super colorful and like childish and girly. So it's a nice way to like participate with the collection and to own a piece from the collection that isn't too flashy. However, I like the shape of this bag, but again, I don't really like the pocket so much. I don't really like the leather that they use for it, and I also don't like that bulky chain that is attached to the bag, similar to the pochette accessoire. I just think that like a big heavy bulky chain just adds unnecessary weight to a bag, and I want my bag to be light, to be comfortable, but the keychain is really cute. I would have maybe made it a little bit smaller, but still very, very cute. Moving on. I'm also seeing a cherry blossom key pole with the brown monogram, as you can see here. They've got some trunks. I'm just gonna like throw them in here. Generally, I'm not that interested in the trunks, but I'll show you guys who are interested. Next, we have the Cherry Blossom Boulange. Hope I'm saying that right. This bag looks pretty Y2K, especially those sort of capped corners with the leather lining. I generally like this kind of shape of bag. However, I do still really prefer the pink on pink Cherry Blossom monogram, as I have already stated. I don't really see the need, however, for those corners to be lined with vachetta. I think that it's gonna cause unnecessary issues in the future for people that end up owning that piece. I think that the less vachetta a bag has, the better, just because, you know, of the watermarks and its kind of like fragility as a leather. And there's just no need for it to be like on the front corners covering that beautiful monogram, but that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. Maybe you like it. I don't really like it. I think they should have just kept it clean. They've got a camera bag, but I don't think I ever saw their sort of like trunk-like handbags release in North America. I think that some of the pieces that we see in this video may never make it to North America, and that's just the reality of things. However, I wouldn't personally want this sort of bulky, heavy trunk-like bag anyway. I can't imagine it being someone's everyday bag, so in my opinion, it's probably going to end up being sort of like a collector's piece that people have behind a glass screen. Now we're gonna get into the accessories. So this is something that I personally would love to have, and I'm still trying to decide whether I want the Cherry Blossom full silk square scarf or whether I want the twilly. I think that they both have their own purposes and they can be very versatile. You know, a twilly you can wrap around a handbag, you could wear it as a scarf in your hair, as a belt, but I think the full silk square, you could wear it as a top. You could put it, you know, to cover more of your hair. You know, you could also wear it as a scarf. However, I'm leaning towards the fully pink twilly just because I think that that would fit into my lifestyle more than the full square. So they're gonna have a brown monogram silk square scarf and a pink one as well. And they're also gonna have a brown twilly and a pink twilly. So that's gonna be really exciting. I think that that's also, I don't know if this time they're going to actually create enough inventory so that everybody can have a part in the Murakami Louis Vuitton collaboration, or if they're also going to create sort of like a deficit so that everyone's like desperate to have something and they'll buy whatever. And I just think that that creates a market for resellers. Like, you're just helping resellers because you're creating such a deficiency in the stock that people resort to buying it off the hands of somebody who's making and flipping a profit from it rather than directly from you, which is another L on Louis Vuitton's part. There's no price point that I see with the silk scarves, but I can only assume that the price will reflect the same as the multicolor. So you could sort of guess that it's gonna be around this price point right here. So there's gonna be a third silk scarf, which has a huge cherry blossom right in the center of the scarf. For me personally, I think that's a lot of like empty white space on the petal. I would have at least had like something going on there, like some kind of like cute texture or gradient or whatever. It's not for me. It's cute, but it's not for me. They're also going to release a brown monogram Nice or Nice bag. It looks like a little makeup bag, and a pink on pink cosmetic bag, which I think everyone's going to want. I also see a brown monogram perfume case, a little cute card holder. It's so sweet. I hope they release a pink on pink card holder because that would be so cute. This one, like, it has like a white strip on top. Like, why isn't it pink? Hello. I think it would have been cute if it had a pink strip. That just kind of makes sense with the cohesiveness of the card holder, and it would be extra cute if one side had like a bunch of like mini dispersed cherry blossoms and the other side had like one big one like it does in the photo. Why don't they have me on their team? I think Louis Vuitton could use some of my input. I also see a little gold bag charm, a individual charm that is the flower, of course, that you guys have already seen on previous bags, and a little bracelet that has the cherry blossom and a little LV charm on it. There's also going to be these shoes, y'all. They're so cute. I have no complaints about them. If I had to pick one for myself, it would be really tough choice between the white sneaker at the bottom and the little pink, fully pink mule. But honestly, the slingback pump is also so cute. And I can just imagine all the outfits that people are gonna put together with these shoes and these bags, and I'm really excited to see that. This collaboration and collection is allegedly going to be released March 21st, so put that in your calendar and talk to an essay beforehand and see if they could help you out in any way. I know that apparently the pre-orders of the multicolor launch was only for very, very, very important customers, so it wasn't for the general public. That's my mistake. But yeah, let me know what you think down in the comment section below. I would love it if you'd consider subscribing to my channel, and I do have an Instagram if anyone's interested. It's @YourGirlJuly, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye! Mwah!